So the first ever picture of NVIDIA's upcoming RTX 3080 graphics card has leaked out via ChipHell and Video Cards. It's officially open season for NVIDIA's upcoming RTX 3000 series of GPUs. The company is planning to launch these cards by holiday of 2020, according to our sources. So you should see these launch either at a virtual Computex conference later this year or around that time. Interestingly, a leaked picture from the assembly line was the first item to leak of the RTX 20 series lineup as well. So NVIDIA's new RTX 3080 features a very cyberpunk yet whimsical design whose inspiration we can't seem to quite put a finger on. We actually love the symmetric and futuristic looking shape. The graphics card isn't actually blue, by the way, it's just the packing film that's on it. It's very much still polished metal. Now the materials used seem to be of a high quality, although we can't tell from the picture whether the edges used are still aluminum like in the RTX 2080 or if the company has reverted back to plastic. Here are some of the key design considerations for the new RTX 3080 graphics card. The fans are bidirectional. One fan has an open intake on the bottom, while the other is an open intake at the top. While it's hard to judge the exact direction of each fan, I would assume that the bottom would be a static pressure fan, while the top one throws air out in an attempt to keep air flowing through the fins. The heatsink is curved. This is a very interesting design because normally it would disrupt airflow, but NVIDIA seems to be attempting for a push-pull configuration, which would rely on pressure differentials to keep the air flowing, and it might work wonders on this design philosophy. Now the PCB is irregularly shaped and ends when it touches the heatsink. In the image, the only gray plastic part of the RTX 3080 houses the PCB. The fan section does not. This confirms previous rumors that it indicated a small and irregular shaped PCB for NVIDIA's upcoming Ampere GPUs. This is almost certainly a Founders Edition, if NVIDIA still wants to call it that, GPU. A design like this would be incredibly hard to tool and machine, and AIBs would most certainly prefer to go with their traditional heat pipe and triple fan designs if NVIDIA allows them. Unless we see some sort of packaging with NVIDIA supplying these parts, which is not likely going to happen, what you're looking at is almost certainly a Founders Edition run in a limited quantity and quite a high MSRP. Now, according to the rumors, the RTX 3080 will ship with the GA104 GPU, and that will replace the existing RTX 2080 with 48 SMs and 3072 CUDA cores. This is very slightly more than the RTX 2080 at 46 SMs. Coupled with higher performance throughput and improved RTX cores, you're looking at a significant performance increase if this turns out to be true. In fact, it's estimated to be just slightly less in performance than the RTX 2080 Ti current generation flagship. The RTX 3080 GPU will be coupled with 8GB or 16GB of VRAM and a 256-bit bus. While there's no word on pricing yet, we have a feeling that NVIDIA will take a much more lenient approach with its MSRP, at least for the very least at the AIB custom parts this time around as compared to Turing, considering the fact that the former was very slow to gain traction due to its large price tag. The company is also shifting to the 7nm process with Ampere series, so it would have access to significant cost savings, some of which should be able to pass on to the consumers. For more on this and other news, follow the link in the description and make sure you're subscribed and hit the notification bell so that we don't miss you in the next one.